Hello to all my AP Music Theory friends. So it is currently May the 11th and the exam is about a week away. So Tuesday, May the 19th is the exam day, and so I wanted to take this opportunity to go over some procedural things. As you know, everything is online, and so compared to the past where maybe a teacher or an administrator would have double-checked behind you or triple-checked and made sure all the forms are right, etc., etc. Now it is your responsibility solely to make sure that you have all your materials and you're prepped and ready. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. First of all, how much time should the exam take? You should plan for about 80 minutes or an hour and 20 minutes total from checking in time to logging off time. So you should check in about 30 minutes before your exam time. And of course, use your electronic ticket to check into the exam, complete the identity information, and then wait for the exam to begin. That exam will begin automatically. You shouldn't have to do anything. When it comes time for it to start, it will start. Okay, your testing environment, which is most likely your home, it's important that you try to remove as many distractions as possible. If you can enable the do not disturb or quiet setting on your device, that is best. Let your family members know, who will most likely be in the home with you at the time, when you'll be testing so that they don't disturb you. Make sure that all of your devices are plugged in. You would hate for your computer or your tablet to run out of power in the middle of the exam. Also, encourage other family members who may be on your Wi-Fi network to maybe use cell phone service instead, or a data plan, or to at least not use streaming services like Netflix and things like that that take up a lot of bandwidth. So before the exam, you're going to make sure that you want to check your technology, specifically your browser. Your AP exam will only open in the latest versions of Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or Edge. Important to note that the AP online exam will not work on Internet Explorer. But then again, neither does much of anything, so that's nothing new. Make sure that you have Chrome or Firefox or Safari, whatever, set as your default browser, and you're going to want to disable any browser plugins or extensions such as Grammarly to ensure that you can access the 2020 exam. If you don't know how to do that, then simply Google search how to disable browser extensions. So checking into your exam 30 minutes before your exam time, you're going to want to check in by clicking the specific e-ticket for that exam. You'll be asked a few questions to confirm your identity, and there will be a timer that shows you how much time remains until the start of the exam. Again, the test will automatically appear. You shouldn't have to click anything for the test to start. You should not refresh your browser really at any time. Okay, so moving on to devices and submitting your work and answer sheets and things like that. They suggest that the best device to use is a smartphone or tablet. You're going to want to print or copy by hand the 2020 Question 1 Music Theory answer sheet, which I'm going to put a direct link to that in the description below. You also may want to prepare extra answer sheets in case of mistakes or have extra staff paper if so needed. Make sure that you have a recording app of some type that you can record audio with, such as Recorder, Voice Memos, GarageBand, or Audacity if you're using a computer. On the exam day, copy by hand portions of question 1 onto your answer sheet and then complete the question. You'll take a photo of your completed answer sheet, attach it, and then click submit before the time expires for question 1. Afterwards, you'll follow the directions to record your melodies for question 2, pausing when instructed to ensure that both melodies are included in a single audio file. Again, 2 sight-singing melodies submitted in one audio file. You won't be able to move to the second question until the time for the first question has fully elapsed. So if you're done and you've got 4 minutes left, you're just going to have to sit and wait for 4 minutes for the next question to pop up. Once you submit a question, you cannot go back. So once you submit, it's a done deal. They do say that once you click submit, your response may continue to transfer or upload depending on your bandwidth. And not to worry if the time runs out and your response is still uploading. If you have clicked submit, you are okay. You'll be able to go on to the next question and be working on that while that is continuing to upload. At the end of the exam, if your response continues to transfer at the very end, before you would close anything out, wait for your on-screen message that will confirm that your exam is complete. And you won't get that message unless all of your submissions have fully loaded. But don't turn off your computer until you get that on-screen notification that the exam is complete. If you do not ever get that your AP exam is complete message, then you definitely want to log on to College Board and request a makeup date. All right, important to manage your time. There's going to be a timer that you'll see at the bottom of your screen. It will let you know how much time remains. When you get to 5 minutes remaining, that timer will turn red. You'll see a pop-up reminding you to submit your response. At that time, you will want to stop where you are and go ahead and copy and paste or attach your work and then click submit. It's important to remember that you can still earn a 5 if you don't finish a response, right? You got to near the end, but you were a couple of chords away. Go ahead and upload it. But if you don't submit your response on time, you will not get any credit for it. So don't just try to finish and risk running out of time and not submitting that response. Exam security. This is really just all about cheating, and I'm just going to tell you, don't do it. Do your work and be proud of that work, no matter what the score is. What happens if something goes wrong? If you accidentally close your browser or your device crashes or something crazy happens, you lose internet service in the middle of the exam. If you're able to quickly re-access your exam, then do so by going back to your electronic ticket and return to the exam. If you felt like at the end of the exam that your mistake or your trouble definitely negatively impacted your performance, then you can request approval to take the makeup exam in June. Okay, we're getting close to the end here, guys. These are 5 little steps that you can take before the exam day. First things first is just to review your information. If you're not receiving emails fairly regularly from the AP program, then log into My AP to see the email address that you used when you registered to test. So make sure all of your information is correct and up to date and that you're receiving information. Check your technology. Choose and prepare the devices and documents you plan to use that day, and do that beforehand. Go ahead and, again, I've said this already, but practice submitting your responses. Whether you practice doing that and you email it to a friend or to a teacher, or to yourself, email it to yourself. But make sure that you're comfortable submitting, you're comfortable with the formats that are required, and that all of that meets their guidelines. Prep your materials. Go to collegeboard.org or cb.org/AP Exam Day Docs and download, print, or gather additional materials for your specific exam. I will put a direct link to that page I just listed in the description below. And then make sure that you receive your exam confirmation and your e-ticket emails. You'll get emails with your AP ID and your exam e-ticket. That information will also be in your My AP account. So your e-ticket should show up 2 days before your exam. So you'll receive an email with your personalized e-ticket and your AP ID, which you will need. You should have already received confirmation that you are registered for the test. And then again, complete the AP exam day checklist. I mentioned that there was a direct link in the description to the checklist on the College Board site. Click on that and look over those documents. Download that checklist. Print or hand copy the exam day checklist for each exam you take, and have that checklist next to you the day of the exam. Whew, well that's about it. I am going to post some more videos a little later this week where I'm going to do some just sample tests and kind of work through those, but hopefully now you are feeling a little better about the process that it takes to take this exam. I want to wish each of you the absolute best of luck. Remember to get some good sleep the night before, eat a good breakfast, don't try to take the exam on an empty belly, and just clear your mind and do your absolute best. We're all in some trying times right now, and that is all that any of us can do, is just hang in there and do our best. So keep practicing. Best of luck to you. We'll see you guys soon.